What's up, guys? It's Nick, and I'm back, and I'm talking about breaking news off of UFC 151. UFC 151 has been canceled due to Dan Henderson tearing his MCL. He tore it 2 days ago, and he tried working through it, but he ended up seeing doctors, and doctors said he could not fight in 8 days. So, what happens? They try to find a replacement. That's what we usually do they usually do in the UFC. They find a replacement for the champion to fight so the event can go on. John Jones got offered, or Lyoto Machida is the number one contender for the light heavyweight championship, but due to the fact that he was already in the air on a plane going all the way back to Brazil, when he landed, he answered the phone to Dana White saying, "I just got back in Brazil. I am sorry," which is understandable. He just got back home. He fought a couple weeks ago. He literally just got home, and he got a phone call, "Hey, you want to come back and fight?" He couldn't. He is a number one contender, which is fine. I'm fine with that one. That's not an excuse. That is true. John Jones then got offered a shot or a fight against local trash talker, not local trash talker here, but trash talker in the UFC, Chael P. Sonnen. Chael P. Sonnen said, I will fly to Las Vegas tonight and fight John Jones. So he was gonna go to Las Vegas tonight to start doing everything for UFC 151. And what does John Jones say? No. What? John Jones says no? This is the first time ever that a UFC pay-per-view has been canceled. First time in history that a UFC card has been canceled, and first time in history that a champion has refused to fight someone. It is ridiculous. John Jones, you, sir, are a coward. Chael Sonnen has been calling you out for weeks, and you had the chance to put him on his ass, and you didn't. And look where you're at now. You are the person who killed UFC 151. Basically, you and your camp, Greg Jackson, killed UFC 151. Now, UFC 151 will be that card known as John Jones Killer. He killed it. So now John Jones will fight Lyoto Machida on September 22nd. And the main event of that card was going to be for the first flyweight championship, is now the co-main event. But I think it's ridiculous that John Jones does not take a fight. Yes, I'm ranting, but it's true. John Jones should have took that fight. Chael Sonnen was the only person that could have took the fight. He said he'd fight on 8 days' notice, and John Jones was like, no, Chael Sonnen hasn't been training. John, he hasn't. He hasn't been training anything. He's been doing UFC Tonight with, what's-his-face on TV. That's all he's been doing. He hasn't been training. He's not been training for a fight. He has not been training for John Jones. John Jones has been training for Dan Henderson, who is better than Chael Sonnen, and who is a wrestler like Chael Sonnen, and you don't take the fight? That's ridiculous, dude. Like, come on. I'm not the biggest John Jones fan. I think he is a good fighter, but come on. Are you serious? This is crap. So, John Jones, you are now, in my book, and I'll rant on this later on my podcast, because I do have my laptop. I got it 2 days ago. I'm still setting everything up so you guys can see it. John Jones, you are now a coward in my book, and the weakest UFC champion. I'm sorry. Anderson Silva would have taken the fight on short notice. Any other UFC champion would have taken the fight in short notice. But you, sir, say no, and you are a coward. So that's all I have to say about that. It sucks, Dan Henderson. I hope he gets a speedy recovery. MCL, it's a slight tear, but it's enough for him not to be able to fight. I think he would have been able to fight on the 22nd, but then again, there is a possibility he could tear it more during practice. So that's cool. But yeah, guys, I'm back. I got a laptop now. I'm so happy. I love my laptop. I'm setting up the podcast. I'm getting my logo done. It will be done by tomorrow. I got the script down for my first episode, so I will be on that, just talking about everything, the state of UFC, because it's ridiculous. So yeah, that's the breaking news from today. John Jones is a coward. Alright guys, deuces.